Hello, I'm Jordan and you're not. So before tonight's review, let's talk a little bit about sequels. Specifically, sequel number 5. What do we know about number 5? Most of them suck. Don't believe me? Let's talk about Halloween 5. It sucks. But it does have a pretty cool cover. Nightmare on Elm Street 5. It sucks. Nothing like the original. Nope, not good. Saw 5. It's generic, bland. It has a pretty decent ending, though. What else? Children of the Corn 5, Leprechaun 5, Seed of Chucky. They're all nowhere near as good as the original. So, someone said that sequels aren't really meant to be good movies. They're just meant to cash in on a franchise, knowing that horror fans are so really want horror movies that they'll go see it. So, now let's talk about the Final Destination series. You got the first one, Final Destination. It's about what is this about? Plane crash. What's his name? Alex? Yeah, Alex foresees the Flight 180, it's going to crash. Then he gets all his friends off the plane in time, then suddenly death starts to come and kill them all. So, now we have Final Destination 2. It's kind of a shiny cover. The traffic wreck with, what's her name? Okay, well, yeah, Clear Rivers is back. She was in the first one, so she kind of helps the new group try to help beat death with the help of Bloodworth, Tony Todd. And, yeah. This is just really going really quick. I'm not really reviewing these. Then we have Final Destination 3. See that? Kind of like a shiny cover. Roller coaster. So, Wendy sees the roller coaster is going to crash, and she tries to help her friends get off. Hardly anyone believes her, but friends get off, and they end up starting to die because of death. Then we have The Final Destination, which I don't have it. I have everything else, but not that one. So The Final Destination was the fourth one, and apparently it's not the final one because they made Final Destination 5. Why do they do that? They say, "Ooh, it's going to be the final one." Then they make it like more. That's like it's almost kind of like the Fast and Furious title. The Fast and Furious was the first one, and they did the fourth one just Fast and Furious. But this review isn't about those other movies. This is about Final Destination 5, and I can say that it's easily one of the best in the series. It's not bland. It's not any of those other things I said earlier. It's not cheesy. Well, it is kind of. There's a few cheesy things, but it's really awesomely epic. From the first, the opening credits are, looks like they're, it was in 3D, and it just looks like, death is coming at you right in the face. Ooh, that sounds disturbing. Forget I said that. But okay, so glass and just logs and just stuff is coming at you in 3D. It looks like you're about to die. You're gonna die. Alright, so Tony Todd is back as Bloodworth. He was in 1 and 2 as Bloodworth. He was in the third one, but he was like the voice of some kind of, like the devil in the theme park. So I don't really count Tony Todd as being in that movie as Bloodworth. So Bloodworth is in 1, 2, and 5. 3. Bloodworth is in 3 of them. Well, I wish he could have been in the fourth one. That would have made it better. So this time, the new guy, Sam is his name, I believe. He sees that the bridge is going to collapse, and so they try to get off. He's trying to get all his friends, ex-girlfriend, off out of the bus and off the bridge, and they try to, get away. They get away, and they, cheat death for now. Then the next, few days, death comes for them, like Bloodworth always says. Has some pretty gruesome, gory death scenes, like at the ballet studio or whatever, and the spa with the. There's a few funny scenes also. Like it has David Koechner, he's kind of like a bald guy, Yeah, I'm still on the fence about David Koechner being in a Final Destination movie. I mean, I like him, he's funny, but I just don't think he belongs in a horror movie. That's like putting Will Ferrell in a Halloween movie, or Danny McBride in Friday the 13th or something. I don't know. But he wasn't too bad. He was sort of funny, but not just like a few comic relief moments. And it kind of goes back, Final Destination 5 goes back to like the roots of the original, and how it kind of has like an annoying cop who's always thinking that the lead has something to do with people's deaths and stuff. Yeah. Oh, there's one death scene that was pretty, kind of had me cringing. It's the laser eye surgery death. The only death, well, in the trilogy, the first three, the only death I really cringed at was when Ashley and Ashland were in the tanning bed, in Final Destination 3, and they just pretty much burned alive, and that made me cringe because of fire. And then on this one, Final Destination 5, the whole laser eye thing just kind of gets to me. So Bloodworth tells them that, in order to cheat death, you kind of have to take someone's life. So maybe one of them might try to still, kill someone if they'll get their years or their lives or something. So if I'm ever in a car accident and I survive and I kill someone, I'm going to live forever. So in all, I would give this movie an A, because it's really one of the best in the Final Destination series. It just feels right. It just feels it's one of the previous ones, except the fourth one. Fourth one's not as good. There's a twist ending also. There's a shocking twist ending that they kind of mentioned, like they kind of foreshadow to kind of give clues throughout the whole movie to kind of tell you what's going to happen. But I really want to tell you. So there's going to be some spoilers. So if you don't want this movie spoiled for you, you haven't seen it, so just go away, give me positive feedback, and say you liked my review anyway. So these are for the people that have seen it, or still want to see it, but they want to get the movie spoiled for them. I'll just give you a clue. In Saw 5, Jigsaw says 5 will become 1. Think about that. Do you get it? 5 will become 1. Get it? If you've seen the movie, you'll get it. And if you've seen the Saw movies, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it has the best ending credits in the whole series. It's really awesome. They show like a little montage of every death scene in the series, and they play some song. I don't really know who sings it. It might be AC/DC or something. I don't know. It's a really awesome song, and they play it during the end credits, showing everyone's death. It's like really one of the best ending scenes or ending credits ever in a horror series. Like they should have did that with the Saw or Saw 3D or whatever, or like I don't know. So I don't really see how they're going to do Final Destination 6 or 7. They're going to do 6 and 7 back to back. I don't see how they can, because 5 becomes 1. Alright, so yeah, as I said, I give this movie a solid A, because it's a really awesome sequel. I guess that'll be it. I wore my skeleton shirt for my Final Destination review. Oh, and Bloodworth, Tony Todd, his character, he doesn't really, they act like he has a bigger part this time, but he's only in maybe like an extra scene or two. He doesn't really say too much. Like, he's just there just to be Bloodworth, because he says some awesome dialogue. Alright, well, I guess that'll do. I got a flight to catch. I'm going to a theme park. I'm going to ride this awesome roller coaster, and afterward I'm going to go see a race, so it's going to be great. I hope nothing bad happens to me.